Everyone looks at this painting and sees a glorious moment of Napoleonic power. But no one notices the shadow that defies the laws of nature. You see the horse rearing up, the rider wielding his saber with ferocity, and the chaotic energy of battle filling the air. But look closely at the horse itself. The anatomy is wrong. Gericault was a master of detail, so why did he paint the horse with a neck that seems to twist into another dimension? The first mystery lies in the eyes of the beast. It is not looking at the enemy. It is staring at something behind the viewer, something that should not exist on a battlefield. As we shift our focus to the rider's left hand, hidden in the tension of the reins, we find the second mystery. There is a faint discoloration in the pigment that does not match the uniform or the gear. It looks like a mark left by someone who was never there. This is not just a painting of a soldier. It is a captured moment of a soldier fighting a battle within his own mind. The third mystery is the most chilling of all, as we examine the smoke cloud behind the charging figure. It is not merely fog or dust from the artillery. If you isolate the density of the brushstrokes, you will see the silhouette of a falling man whose face is screaming in absolute silence. Gericault hid this figure so well that art historians have missed it for 2 centuries. He was not just painting a chasseur. He was recording a ghost of the Napoleonic Wars that has been hiding in plain sight. Now we must ask ourselves, why a painter of such technical precision would commit these deliberate errors? Many believe Gericault was obsessed with the psychological toll of war, but the truth is much darker. He was a member of a secret society that believed art was a conduit for capturing the souls of those who died in battle. Notice the way the light hits the horse's flank. It is inconsistent with the direction of the sun in the background. That light is not natural. It is emanating from the very ground the horse is trampling upon. This is the fourth layer of the mystery. The earth beneath the hooves is not composed of dirt and grass, but of overlapping faces obscured by layers of dark varnish. Gericault added these faces years after the initial commission was complete. He was layering death upon death to ensure the painting remained a living tomb. Look at the saber in the officer's hand. It is not pointed at the enemy, but angled toward the ground, as if he is trying to stop something from rising up from the mud. The fear in the horse is not fear of the battle. It is a primal recognition of the ground itself. The painting is a trap, and we have walked right into it by observing these hidden markers. We are now looking at the fifth mystery, which is the placement of the officer's spurs. They are digging deep into the horse's flesh, not to drive it forward, but to hold it in place. The entire scene is frozen in a desperate act of containment. We have reached the heart of the enigma. Look at the sky above the rider. Critics have always called it a dramatic backdrop, but if you mirror the image, you will see the clouds form a perfect, unsettling depiction of a funeral procession. The sixth mystery is that the rider is not charging toward a battlefield at all. The horizon line is not a distant field, but a reflection of the afterlife he is desperately fleeing. Gericault was obsessed with the thin veil between our reality and the next, and in this masterpiece, he tore that veil wide open. The final and most terrifying secret is in the signature itself. If you look at the bottom right corner, hidden within the debris of the battlefield, the artist did not just sign his name. He etched a warning. He wrote that the viewer of this painting becomes the witness, and the witness must carry the burden of the souls trapped within the canvas. This is why you feel an inexplicable weight when you stare at this work for too long. It is not just a painting. It is an anchor. You came here looking for art, but you are leaving with a haunting. The horse is still rearing, the saber is still raised, and the ghosts in the mud are still waiting for someone to finally acknowledge their presence. You have seen the truth now. You cannot unsee it. The gallery is quiet, the lights are dimming. But remember, the shadows in this painting are watching you back.